How many times have you looked at a chart, you just didn't know what was moving? So you would have to go in here, look at the chart, maybe go over here, look at a chart, that's not moving, go over here, look at a chart. Well, that one's dropping a little bit. Maybe I'll go over here, since this is the USD yen, let me go look at the Euro yen. That one's dropping a little bit too. Maybe the yen is the one that I need to be trading. At TraderBot Marketplace, we have a tool that will let you scan the entire market in literally a second. Let's go take a look at it. Okay, right now I see that the Australian dollar and the US dollar is the one that is moving. Let's go take a look at the Australian dollar, US dollar. There you go. It's been moving all day. There was a support line right around here. Let's back it up just a little bit. We'll draw us a support line right around here. Now, since earlier today, it has been moving. It's been moving in a downward fashion, kind of pulled back a little bit. But when it broke this support, it just busted right through there. And I know that's the one that's been moving right here. Now, since I know that it is moving, maybe the yen here, I can go take a look at the yen as well. Right now, the yen is all moving more so than the US dollar. It's going flip-flopping back and forth. So I'm going to take a look at the Australian dollar, yen. It's also moving, and you can see that right there. Do I want to buy this because it's dropped so much? Heck no, I do not want to buy this. However, if I was down here looking at a 1-minute chart and I was scrolled in here and I saw this, I might think, oh, well, that's making a rounded bottom. I want to buy it. There's no way that I'm going to buy it because I know that it is dropping like a rock. If I'm going to do anything, it's going to be selling it down here as it breaks this support. Now, I know it's moving down. The dashboard has told me it's moving down. We are going to go and kind of put this on pause for a minute and see what happens with price here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. As I'm waiting for price to continue its downward trend, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the other features of the dashboard. You can trade directly from the dashboard. If I see this is moving, I can go right here. Now I'm in a sell trade right here. Now I'm going to leave that in play for a few minutes, and we'll come back and take a look at it. I have put me in a profit target right down here. I've not set a stop loss yet. So that's how you can trade directly from the dashboard. You can also click on the plus or minus button to buy or sell an entire basket of trades. What if I'm a really short-term trader and I want to trade off the 1-minute charts? How do I do that? Well, I can see right here that it's all messed up because I had it on daily settings. I can go in here and click on properties. Instead of using the daily time mode, I can go down here to use the rolling period mode. Maybe I want to use the last 50 minutes or even the last 30 minutes. If I switch back to the 5-minute chart and I want to look back to the past 30 minutes, right here, if I'm using a rolling period, I can put in 6. Now it's not going to show me very much just looking back the past 30 minutes, but I can see what's moving. The British pound has been moving down the past 30 minutes. The New Zealand dollar has been moving up the past 30 minutes. So let's go check on it. Here is the pound New Zealand dollar. The past 30 minutes it's been moving down. Do I want to sell this? No, I don't want to. The chart is moving up. This may be a point for a pullback. I've got a support here. I've got a support here. I've got a resistance here. But at least I know it's moving. Here I'm looking back the past 3 hours. I can do that by going into properties. On a 5-minute chart, I'm setting that to 72. Wait, that's not right. 36. There we go. The past 3 hours. Now, again, Australian dollar versus yen. Let me go back to the Australian dollar yen. Okay, right here, it's still kind of in this little consolidation area, but it is moving down. I'm in a sell trade. It's moving down and I've got a profit target. This is what tells me that this is the proper trade to be placing right now. Some may say, well, it's already moved down so much it can't move any farther. Au contraire. When you've got one currency just, falling like a brick and another currency taking off like a rocket, it's not going to stop on a dime. If you look at what's been happening lately on a 4-hour chart, it is moving down. I have no issue selling this pair. I can also set it to look back at any point of the day, and it will tell me what pairs have been moving since that point. I can set that right here. You can see all of this inside the user manual. All I'll have to do is set it to daily time mode, set it to whatever time that I want. Now, remember, this is your MT4 time. So whatever it is, whatever your local time is, you'll have to convert that. This is your MT4 time. If I want to see what's been happening since, I don't know, 1 a.m., I can see that here. Again, it's the Australian dollar, Japanese yen. It's been moving down all day. Let's say that I want to turn some currency pairs off. Let me reset this to where it was. Let's say that I don't want to see New Zealand. If I don't want to see the New Zealand pairs, I can turn that off. And of course, you can see I changed the color to whatever that I wanted. So let's say that I'm trading a binary option, for instance, and I don't want to see the New Zealand pairs. Well, then I don't have to look at them. What if I want to see how many pips something has moved all day? Right here I can change it from percentage to pip. And it will show me how many pips. Right now, the British pound Australian dollar has moved 219 pips throughout the day, which is fine because British pound moves more than any other. The Australian dollar Japanese yen, right here, you can see it has moved 110 pips. Let's go check on our Australian dollar Japanese yen trade. Okay, it's moving down. There is my take profit right there. We'll just see if it drops down to there. I want to put a little line right there. I can't get it perfect. Come on, can't get it perfect right on there. Well, if it hits that line, my profit has hit. If I want a sound alert whenever an arrow generates, I can click true right here, and it will give me a sound alert and a text alert right here on my screen. Now let's go look at one thing. This is not going to trade for you. The auto trader will, this one will not. You see this lot size, take profit, and all of this. This is not going to work in the dashboard. The one I'm using is called the Auto Helper. It will soon be named the dashboard. So if you are looking at the IVM dashboard, it is the same exact thing as the IVM dashboard. The name is just changed. But the actual auto trading functions will not work. Okay, right here we got an alert. I didn't catch the sound. I had the recording paused. But right now we're looking at a rolling period on the 5-minute chart. It is saying the best pair to trade for a very short-term period is the Australian dollar New Zealand right here. We are looking back over on a rolling period over the past 6 bars on a 5-minute bar. It'll be over the past 30 minutes. Let's go check out the Australian dollar New Zealand dollar. We'll check on that trade here in a minute. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Let's move down. Here it is. It's moving down on a very short-term time frame. This is the best pair to trade right now. So let's stick a little line right there. We'll scroll in and see if it does move down on a very short-term time frame. When we are scalping the market, we always need to keep a watch on the dashboard here because these currency pairs can change over time. If another currency pair becomes stronger or starts moving, it will give us an arrow. Now we're going to keep a watch on this and see what happens. It's made a little pullback here. There is my sell position. Okay, another alert just came up. You see how it changed right here? Australian dollar yen. I'm already in that one, but so let's check my two. I'm going to put a profit target on here. I've got me a profit target. And let's go check the Australian dollar yen. It's still down there, but it hasn't reached my profit target yet. I am now in a British pound Australian dollar trade. Right here. It looks like a lot, but it's not because of the bid-ask spread. And I have a profit target up here. So I'm in 3 trades right now. Okay, that British pound Australian dollar just took profit. Let's go check our Australian dollar yen. It's getting down there. And our Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. It made a pullback. It's getting down there. We'll wait and see. All right, it's pushing on down. The Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar is. About to take profit. Let's check our Australian dollar yen. It's not down there yet. All right, waiting for that bid ask to get down there. Bid ask on this pretty wide. Let's see what it is right now. About 4 pips. 4 or 5 pips. But it's moving on down. There's a Euro Australian dollar trade. I'm going to go ahead and buy it. There we go. I have me a profit target in there. Now these are very small profit targets for the simple fact that I'm trading on a 1-minute chart right now, just to show you what is possible and what is not. And we will just let it play out. Now, none of this would be possible without the IVM. If I didn't have the IVM, I would be looking at the euro dollar all night. Let's see what the euro dollar is doing. Nothing. Nothing. There goes the Australian dollar, Japanese yen, getting ready to take profit. And I went ahead and closed them all out because I'm tired and I want to go to bed. $17, no big whoop in the past few minutes. Those are the 4 that I sold, or the 4 trades I sold to and bought to. Closed them out. There's the profit on the Australia, New Zealand. I didn't want to wait anymore because I'm going to bed. Anyhow, here's what it looks like. Now, just because I won all 4 of these does not mean that there are no losses. There are losses. There's losses in trading. When there are losses in trading, you have to know how to get out of those losses. So let's talk about a stop loss. Where would be a good stop loss on this trade? It's not at an arbitrary 10 pips. We're looking for support and resistance. Where is a support level after the big fall? Well, you've got a support level, a resistance level up here. I'm not going to take that large of a stop loss. It may be a catastrophic stop if I want to do that. But on a very short-term trade like we've been trading tonight, I'm going to go somewhere right around here. If it goes up above there, it's most likely, it's going to continue in the downtrend, but it's going to pull way back before it does. So there would be a stop loss. Let's go look at our other trade. New Zealand dollar, Australia, New Zealand dollar. On this trade, a stop loss might be right around there. Some could say it could be here, whatever, that's fine. On the euro, Australian dollar, I would put my stop loss right around there. So, and we had one more, the British pound, Australian dollar. Same thing. You can spot it right there on the chart. There you go. Just right below support or right above a resistance if you're selling. So stop losses are an integral part of trading. But the IVM, or inverted movers, is the tool that I call trades from in the mornings. If you want to know what some of the results are, I will show you. This is my downloads folder. Everybody sends me all kinds of stuff. Today's trades, let's just go start looking at them. There's one. 4 a.m. It called to buy the Australian dollar, US dollar, and it moved up about 20 pips. Here is one that did not touch entry. What was this? 4 a.m. this morning. Australian dollar, Swiss franc didn't hit entry, but I want to show you something. It called to sell this. Nope, called to buy it, and it didn't hit entry. USD CAD, it moved down 24 pips when the time I took the picture. CAD Swiss didn't hit entry. This one yesterday moved up 120 pips. This one, 120 pips. Moved up 20 pips. It's like this every day. Moved up 30 pips. Some of the results people are getting. Here's one result. Check it out. All green, all profit. He does have losses. Here's another one. Bunch of green, all profit. There are some MyFX books in here somewhere. Oh, I don't know what this one is. 13% on one of them. There's a MyFX book somebody sent me. Here's another one. All green, all profit. And all of this is derived from the IBM. Let me go find another one. Where's it at? I'm looking for one. Here's another one. There you go. I know that the majority of these are my trades, but I couldn't tell you. I know this guy places some manual trades too, but most of them are from the IBM. Let's just go click on a random one. Moved up 22 pips. And I don't omit anything. You can see it all on the Facebook page. Moved up 69 pips from the time the entry was called. Moved down 63 pips. I know there's got to be a loss in here somewhere. Didn't hit entry. If it doesn't hit entry, that means it's a no trade. Moved up 22 pips. Where's some losses at? Moved up 45 pips. 20 pips. Didn't hit entry. If it doesn't hit entry, it's a no trade. 75 pips. Oh, let's see here. Alton is enjoying the results. Ryan, trades closed over the last 2 days around 440 pips. He's scalping, by the way. Let's check a couple more. I don't know. We'll start here. Oh, this one was a correction. It didn't move 22 pips. It only moved 12 pips on that one. Hasn't hit entry yet. Currently 15 pips and dropping. Moved up 22 pips. I take these shots a few hours after the trade is placed. Okay, this one's currently in a drawdown. Let's see what happened. It was to sell the New Zealand US dollar on today at 4 a.m. this morning. It was to sell the New Zealand US dollar. Let's see what happened there. Sell the New Zealand US dollar. 4 a.m. Okay, I've got to load my local time generator to find out when 4 a.m. was. Okay, 4 a.m. Let's go to a 5-minute chart. 4 a.m. was right around I think this was our line. Okay, here's 4 a.m. It never hit the line. It pulled back, whatever. But look what happened when it hit. It dropped like a rock. And that's the way this thing works. It dropped 26 pips right off the bat. Let's see. I don't know what this is. Oh, here's some drawdown. Worst drawdown. 18 pips worst drawdown on 7 trades. 37 pips worst drawdown on 6 trades. You can see all the drawdowns here. The worst one was British pound Australian dollar. 78 pips. Here's another account a guy sent to me. They just send me these things all the time. I'm trying to find one. There's one that's really good. He made 100 and some pip return, and I cannot find it. Here's one. This is from Matt. He takes a little bit larger profit targets. Let me try to find. Let me try to find that picture I'm looking for. We'll just go over here. Mark says, here's proof that TraderBot Marketplace works, and here are some of his trades. There you go, some of his trades. Let's scroll down. Here's some morning calls. 78 pips, 97 pips, 38 pips, 47 pips, 14 pips. 14 pips, 75 pips, didn't hit entry. 20 pips, 45 pips. This is every day. I can't see any of these. Didn't hit entry. $54 pips, 63 pips, 69 pips, 49 pips. There are losses though, I promise. Okay, here's what I'm looking for. There is a, okay, here's one picture. The guy hit 98 trades in a row. That was something from earlier, but he had a little bit of draw down there. Here's another guy. Here's his winnings. Here's one that's trying out the trader and not, he's learning how to use it, but he's not drawing his account down to zero. We talked about that one. Here's another guy that's testing all different kinds of things, but guess what? He's not drawing it down to zero. Here is somebody else that made a few dollars on his account. He's got a $100 account, made a profit of 15 bucks, which is a good return. Talked about those two. Talked about that one, and that's not what I'm looking for. But I post these every day. Here's the group if you want to join it. Now here's some results of some other types of trades that we've got. 152 net profit in, I don't know, 5 days. Okay, all the 4 a.m. trades made pips. None of the 9 a.m.s triggered by the time that I had taken the picture. 53 pips, 32 pips, 20-something pips. And you can go take a look at all of these. So we post everything. Oh, here it is. This is what I'm looking for. He made 107. This is on my FX book. It's verified. You can't mess with my FX book. You can't take away trades or whatever. He made 107% return from April the 13th through April the 27th. Here is his information. And if you want to look at trade history, there you go. There's his trade history. Took a draw down there. Took a few big hits there, but the wins very much outweigh it. He's got a few other other sites or other ones hooked up. Here's one he's taken on his live account. He's up 5% in 227 pips in just how many days? From April the 26th until now, which is May the 6th. He took a hit here. He's still up. Let me get rid of the withdrawals and the deposits and withdrawals. There you go. That's what it looks like. On another one of his accounts, he is up 6.99%. And this is all based on the IBM. All of it. Here is another one up 5.67%. There you go. Let me go back to Facebook. And we post these every day. Every day we post. Here's a guy using the trend arrows, which is another, that's in the Trader Toolbox. 1740 using trend arrows. I don't know if it was a demo or a live account, nor do I care. Makes no bit of difference to me. If you're making pips, you're making pips, whether you're learning or whether it's live money. I don't care. Here's a loser. 16 pips. IBM lost 16 pips here. Not hit entry. Here's a loser, 61 pips. Loser. This must have been a bad day. That one hit 14. And we talk about probabilities. This is in the Trader tool suite. Here are some results from a few days ago. 27 pips, 27 pips, 28 pips, 26 pips, 26 pips. This one's still in play at a floating profit. Let's go check that out, see what that was. That was I can't see it. How do I scroll the thing down? I don't know what it was, but you know. Here is a 68 pip winner. This one's right at break even. So they're not bad signals. And you can get this off the IBM dashboard. IBM dashboard produces these every single day. Here are my Nadex trades. I doubled an account in 2 weeks on Nadex using the trend arrows and a couple of other things from the TraderBot Marketplace tool suite. And here are all the results. You can go click on all these, add up all the money, and the account doubled. There's me and my hot mama. Love her to death. She's my trading partner in crime, and she's the one that keeps me grounded. If I do something stupid, you better believe she will let me know. Okay, this one expired, profitable. Has an 88% probability of price expiring, but this is not. This is for the TraderBot tool suite, so go check out that video. I'm just looking for the IBM. IBM 38 pips, hasn't hit entry. 63 pips. Here's a big drawdown of 75 pips. So you do have losses. This was a flip. This was a buy here and a sell here. We stopped out here and sold it here, and between the net two we lost a total of 48 pips. So this is not something that wins every time. I don't know what this picture is. I think this was a binary trade. Oh no, this is a okay, this is a blog here. You can read the blog, and it tells you about taking heat and how it expired. There is Samuel Jackson from Pulp Fiction, and it'll talk about some of my Nadex trades there. Okay, all that's talking about the toolbox. Okay, here we go. 21 pips, 16 pips, 17 pips. And that's a Nadex one. But I took it on the trend arrows, so, I mean on the IBM. Here's some more. 45 pips, 27 pips. Don't know, it's too small to read. It didn't trigger. No trade. 27 pips. So if you're trying to get a handful of pips out of these, 10 pips or whatever, these are fan-flipping-tastic. What's this? This is a Trader Toolbox. It's Trader Tool Suite trade. It ended up profitable. 23 pips, 84 pips, 20 pips, 49 pips, 94 pips. Now I didn't grab all these pips, but I grabbed a handful of them. So they're right there for everybody to see. We've introduced to strategy 3. We're going to talk about strategy in the next video. This is just kind of an introductory video to get you used to what you're looking at. 88 pips, 44 pips, and I do not omit any of these trades, and I will prove it to you right now. I don't want to show you the link of my chat group. Uh-oh, I typed in something wrong. Every morning, I send out these trades. You can go back and check them. Here's the dates. They go out at 4 o'clock every morning. So take a screenshot of that. Compare them. Did they move or not? There you go. There you go. We try to be as transparent as humanly possible. Just pause the recording, take screenshots. I don't know what that was. But it'll have right here around 4 a.m. every morning, the buy or the sell. Same thing with 9 a.m. 9 a.m., you can go check out all of these trades. Did they hit? Did they make a profit? Did they make a loss? Pause the video, go back and look at it. There is some talking in here, but I try to fuss at the members when they talk in here. I don't want to use this chat room for talking. It's just for signals. We've also got beta signals. You can go check out these beta signals. I showed you the results of the beta signals. Right now we're sitting at 152 pips profit. So they work. If you want to chat, we've got a chat area in here. This is Joaquin Trading. This is our chat area where we talk about whatever. I don't care what you want to talk about. And actually, speaking of whatever, one of our illustrious people that run the site, his name is Chris. I want to show you a picture of him while we're on the subject. If I can find it. There we go. That is Chris in all of his trading getup with his trading hat, his trading medallion, his butterfly wings, and the fine, fine shirt that he is wearing. Yes, I am making fun of him, but that's what we do here at TraderBot Marketplace and Joaquin Trading. We have a good time. Okay, guys, that is all I've got. That is the inverted movers. Let me shut this down. Let me shut this down. That's the inverted movers and how they work, and they're just fantastic. I mean, I get excited because it's something that actually works, and it's not a lot of mumbo jumbo out there. I will see you guys next time. I am sorry this video was so long, but maybe you've got a little bit of insight on how this thing moves. The next video, I will be talking about the inverted movers auto trader, which will blow your mind. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.